Welcome out to one of Prince George's favorite attractions to visit in the summertime, the fall and winter. All seasons, the Prince George Observatory is active and ready to help you discover what's beyond, up in the sky. And today we're going to talk about it with Mal Harvey, the guy who helps the observatory run. Great to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you here.
Yeah, thanks for having us out here. The observatory never stops. I guess a little bit over winter, but really.
Yeah. Well, we are open, pretty much all year round except the summertime. But right now, so we started the observatory here. The season started in January, and the last open house will be on April 24th. And the reason we shut the observatory down after April, it's because not enough darkness.
Yeah, you got to wait up. It's so late.
That's right. Yeah, but we got to take advantage of every clear, sky we get. So during the summer months, we will actually host solar observing events as well, like with a very special telescope called Hydrogen Alpha telescope. So you can actually see like prominences and whatnot of the sun, and also the surface of the sun, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds expensive, that telescope.
It is very expensive.
There's only one?
Yes, we only have one here, and then we have a regular small solar telescopes which are not Hydrogen Alpha. But yeah, during our open house events, it's every Friday night, of course. We open the doors to the public at 7:45, 7:45, and at 8 o'clock every Friday night until April 24th, there will be different presentations from our members.
I think it's awesome. So some of the presentations you guys have given in the past is like on different constellations, planets. Like what does it range in?
Yeah, so there are constellations, there are the tilt of the Earth, and there's small worlds of our solar system, which is asteroids, or sometimes there's a supernova presentation. Or,
you know a thing or two about those, eh?
Yes, a little bit. And then there's a presentation on black holes as well. So there are lots of different topics that people get to learn when they come out here.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. And is this, as far as rarity of observatories, Prince George is unique. Like there's not a lot of places that have what we have, right?
That's right. Yeah. Well, our 24-inch telescope is the largest telescope in northern BC. Yeah. And our telescope is also about 75% robotic. And so we are slowly working our way through making it 100% robotic.
Yeah. You've been a big part of that.
Yes, and it's a long process. So because this, our main telescope is about 44 years old, and there are lots of, moving pieces to that, when it comes down to making that telescope a robot.
Yeah. I would guess it's like teaching any boomer technology, right? It's almost a boomer, 44. It's kind of close.
Yeah. Yeah. And even here in our classroom where we do the presentations, we have several smaller telescopes as well, which we use during our open house events.
The skies generally in Prince George, are they clear, or are the observatory situated in a place where we hope it's clear?
So that's a good question. So, every year it's really different, when it comes down to the clear nights, and especially like last year and part of this year, we haven't had a lot of clear nights because the weather trends has been extreme.
Yeah.
And so many clouds moving from every different directions. But what's unique about Prince George is, we can see from this location, we can see about 36,000 square degrees of night sky, which is a large chunk of the sky. And a new addition that we're going to add this year to the observatory is build another observatory, which is
this is exciting.
Yeah. So we got some money from IREN, and so the plan, has been to have another accessible observatory for everyone. Because sometimes, people don't want to go upstairs.
Yeah, it's a little narrow with stairs.
It is. So, my goal was to actually build an observatory which is accessible for everyone.
Yeah.
So hopefully, whenever the spring comes, we are hoping to actually start constructing that observatory. It's a small observatory, of course. It's a 14-inch telescope. So, much smaller than the 24-inch.
Still big though.
It is still big, and people will be able to, same idea. We'll be able to look through the 14-inch telescope, and we're going to name that observatory as Universal Observatory because it is universal.
Lots to look forward to here at the observatory coming up. You guys are going to be open Good Friday, people wondering as well, for the Easter long weekend, so that to look forward to. Someone who hasn't been here before, why should they come?
Well, so we offer a unique experience, of course. A lot of people, they haven't really see how the night sky looks like. And when you're in a dark location, you can see the Sagittarius arm of Milky Way, like the center of our Milky Way galaxy. You can see northern lights, and you can look through telescopes and that, look at the rings of Saturn or moons of Jupiter. Galaxies which are millions and millions of light years away, and when you're looking through the telescope in the past, it's kind of intimidating.
There's a lot out there.
There's a lot of out there.
Unknown.
And that's right. So and they get to learn something every time they actually come here.
That's
learn something new.
Even people that have been here before learn something every time. Do you learn something new every time?
I do. There's astronomy is kind of a subject where you never stop learning, and the more you do science or more you learn about astronomy, the more questions you have.
There you go. Even a guy's an asteroid named after him, subtle brag, learns every time he's out here. Okay, speaking of asteroids and the great beyond, let's go have a look at the telescope. It's a telescope, right?
Yes.
Okay. The big one.
Yep. 24-inch telescope.
There you go.
We can actually calculate the effective surface temperature of the stars, the radial velocities of eclipsing binary stars, and a whole bunch of cool stuff that we can actually get information from after using it.
You're going to be international news again when you fix that.
No, it's a small instrument.
Sounds impressive to me, buddy.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
We made quite a few changes, like we added that digital logger in there.
Okay.
And now the lower shutter, we can actually open completely by remote.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you can open from your house even? Or
No,
just
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Soon.
But we are soon, once I, write all the drivers for the telescope because I lost everything.
Right.
But yeah, right now, it is 75% robotic, meaning if I turn the telescope on here and then go home, it will actually run from my home office.
That's pretty cool.
It is, but
you could work from home.
Yeah.
Just like everyone wants to have the trend. Here we go.
So what? Basically, we are working hard to be lazy.
That's how it goes. Yeah, we do the same.
But if I need to turn the telescope off, then I have to, of course, come back here and
or shut the door.
Shut the lower shutter and the upper shutter. So lower shutter, of course, opens on the outside of the dome, and then the upper shutter will go up.
Yeah. It's kind of like a big barn door.
It is. It is. The dome is basically made of silo.
Yeah.
Farm silo. And then it was modified, of course, so they cut a portion of the dome and then they build the shutters.
Yeah.
So what else we have? So
this is new. Maybe?
No, we did some modifications for this CCD as well. So this is a charge coupled device.
Okay.
It's called a CCD camera. So it's a thermoelectrically cooled camera, of course. So whenever members can use this camera to do science, or to take pretty pictures of the night sky as well.
This is what we all love to see.
Right.
Yeah. Send them in a CKPG snapshot. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Absolutely. And in order to use that camera, we usually have to flip the secondary mirror, which is on top of the telescope, to 45 degrees of an angle.
That explains the ladder.
Yeah. So all the photons will actually go here in this camera, and then the computer will capture all of that.
Which I will say, I don't know, Zach, you get a shot of this. The nostalgic computers that are here for a reason, Malhar, because the temperature isn't regulated in here, so you have to have the screens that will be comfortable with that.
That's correct, because if we have LED or LCD, they will crack. If it's -10, they will actually crack. So in December, we named the 24-inch telescope after Bob Nelson.
Bob Nelson. Okay,
Yes.
tell me, who is Bob Nelson?
So Bob Nelson, he was actually my best friend who passed away, and he's the one who actually started this society.
Wow.
Yes. So that's why we named the telescope. It's called the Bob Nelson Telescope.
Oh yeah, little plaque
there's
and everything.
We have a plaque in there too.
That's fantastic. Well done,
Yeah.
Malhar.
Yeah.
A guy so this is like one of the founding fathers of astronomy in Prince George.
That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah, of the society, of the Prince George
society, yeah.
Astronomical Society. So, of course, the same telescope was up on the Tabor Mountain because that's where Bob started working, first.
Yeah.
And then we had to, of course, shut the observatory down due to vandalism and poor, road conditions in winter time. So we moved here in 1998, and in 2000, in September, we opened up to the public,
And this was it.
And that's the same telescope. But of course, after all those years, we have done some major upgrades to the telescope. We have added tons of different instruments, and slowly this is going to be 100% robotic telescope.
What's the coolest part to you? I know some people have their coolest parts, but to you?
To me, the coolest part is the back focuser. It's I can actually show you guys.
Yeah. Watch your noggin there, producer. Zach. This is not kind to tall people either. Okay, this part.
So this part right here is, personally for me, it's really cool because, and the reason behind that is because we can actually add 4 different instruments in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this right here is the regular, that's where we put the eyepiece during open house events. This is the camera.
Yeah.
DSLR Canon 6D Mark II. This slot is empty, so I'm most likely going to add a smaller CCD in there. And this is the spectrograph that Bob and we started working on. But it's not currently functional, but I'm slowly working on fixing it. But once it's working, we can actually calculate the effective surface temperature of the stars, the radial velocities of eclipsing binary stars, and a whole bunch of cool stuff that we can actually get information from after using it.
You're going to be international news again when you fix that. That's what you're telling me.
No, it's a small instrument.
It sounds impressive to me.
But yeah, so this is one of the really cool instrument in our at the observatory.
I like it. Okay, well, I think this has been a great tour so far here today, and we're going to have to come back because the weather today wasn't exactly nice and kosher to let us have a look up there. But for people wondering when they do come, whether they're doing the Easter weekend or until April 24th or during the summer, this is all by donation here, and the donations make a difference because you can add stuff and fix stuff, right?
That's correct, and also it helps us to keep our doors open so we can, people can come in and enjoy, the views of the night sky.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Great. And another place on the show that has been out of this world. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't. I mean, come on.
Tired of missing the good stuff? Let CKPG Today come to you. Our new weekly email newsletter delivers local stories, contests, and can't-miss moments from the show straight to your inbox. No digging through social media anymore. It's free, it's easy, and it's very local. Sign up now at ckpgtoday.ca or by scanning the QR code on your screen now.
The heat works good in here. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so you were saying, you do like 700 loads on a small day. How many fit in the back? Does it depend?
Yeah, it depends. When it's really, really cold, it'll fit less because the garbage doesn't pack as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and then on sometimes it's like just super heavy.
Yeah.
And you'll get way less than 2. And then when it's light, you can get like quite a bit more.
So as we're coming out on Speaker here, busy road obviously, what are some things drivers can do to make your life easier?
Mainly just give us some space and some time. Don't be in such a rush.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to just get ahead of us because they think we're real slow, especially if they're coming out of their driveway. You'll see people running with their cars. And we're not going to hold them up that much. much, like maybe a second or two. You know?
Just relax, enjoy your music in your car.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we have our working lights on, like you're not actually supposed to be passing us.
Okay, don't pass them. That is the rule.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do is not pass them. Like as you're moving along, are you constantly compactor? Do you stop to do that?
Yeah, it'll cycle
Okay.
like 2 or 3 times
Automatically.
as you do every single time you tip. It'll cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, we got all sorts of buttons.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. It looks like a small plane.
Yeah, and it's like, our work lights to turn the PTO on, which is a pump that runs the hydraulics, so we can use the arm and all that kind of stuff. And we have ones to raise the tailgate when we dump, and then the whole back end lifts up, and then it
What's your favorite part? Is it doing the individual cans? Is it going to the dump to the face to dump it out? Because at the landfill it's pretty cool, but not if you hate birds like me. But
probably just can to can.
yeah.
Yeah, you get in a good rhythm.
Yeah.
You can really start to go quick, I guess.
Do you probably know Prince George City streets better than most people?
Yeah, you actually get to drive on a lot of streets that maybe you've never been on before.
Yeah. You ever get lost?
No. I've been lost when they asked me to go help someone. And I have no clue.
So I guess it's kind of important to look for like which ones have been done yet. Is that?
Yeah, so this street has not been touched.
Okay.
So we're just kind of creeping up. I'll come up to some cans. And we'll just start picking up here. I'm gonna go a little close.
Okay. You have to be pretty precise?
Yeah, you do. And I use my convex mirror here.
Yeah.
And then I grab it. And then after a while, you get an idea of where your arm is. But when you're first doing it, you knock a lot of cans over because it's like you're just looking at the little mirror here. So it's hard to really line it up. Yeah.
Just like that.
Tip it in, look at your camera, making sure it's all dumped. It's hard to see everything.
Yeah.
And then you just put it down, making sure the lid's on and it's not tipped over.
Okay. Are these people doing pretty good for keeping it off the curb, away from?
Yeah, these guys are doing really good.
Okay.
They have nothing around it either, which
good.
is great. Yeah, this tip.
Yeah. So that joystick you're using,
Yeah,
it's all you can give it a shimmy shake like as you see.
totally. Yeah. I can shake it. Yeah. Garbage does get stuck in it, but usually that is because there's been moisture in it and it freezes or it just sticks. So
Freeze thaw.
yeah, so it's good to keep your can clean and free of any garbage, and it smells better too.
That is cool. Do you're not squeamish? This is clear.
No.
You can look in there and see some moldy avocados or.
Yeah. Kind of just
You just keep going.
keep going. And yeah.
Do you ever get tired of it?
I thought when I first started that it would be like quite monotonous.
Yeah.
But you just like it's not what you think when you start doing it day to day.
Okay.
It doesn't feel that way.
Different streets, different cans.
Yeah. So also like if you're strapping your can, in the
okay.
summertime, you
Yeah.
strap your can, just like remove the strap. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So it won't get tipped.
You're not full service.
No, not full service. And if it's like way over full, again, you only pay for what's in the can. So if it's way above, like we do try to accommodate everyone, but if it's looking like we're gonna touch it and the thing's gonna fall over, we'll just leave it.
What about people that put bags beside their can? How much of a no-no is that?
So when you put it, we will try to accommodate and like do that for you, but you have to be out here to put the bags in the can. We will not get out and do that for you.
And you come with a double, or what's your type of coffee?
Yeah, double doubles sounds great.
You could bribe the driver. There you go. Thanks for this journey today. It's been great, Garrett, learning a little bit about what you do, what the garbage truck looks like. And yeah, of course, folks are wondering advice, schedules for garbage pickup. You can check the city's website, listed on ours as well, ckpgtoday.ca. Thanks so much, man.
Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca. Taking a look outside at today's CKPG snapshot of the day from Mark Simyanak, who caught this robin. And you know what that means. Spring is coming, right? Well, we're still kind of waiting for it to fully arrive, Mark, but I like this shot. The robins, they're great to hear chirping around, the chickadees too. Cool shot here. I bet this robin is probably pretty angry at Mother Nature these days, though. I gotta say, just like the rest of us. Thanks for sharing. Folks, if you have a snapshot, we'd love to see yours. You can send it via email, snapshot@ckpg.com. Taking a look back in history in 1982, a little advertisement for a deluxe waterbed. Perhaps you remember these years. It was their peak in the 1980s and accounted for over 20% of all mattresses sold in the US in the 80s. It's pretty cool to say because these died off in the 90s very quickly. As you can see, some of the features responsible were the CSA approved heater advertised with this and the drain and fill kit. The maintenance ultimately proved to be too much for a lot of people, as history shows, but it was a trend that got a lot of people excited before they figured out a major leak could cause a lot of major damage in your house.